For this problem, we're going to rationalize the denominator. But before we do that, I want to break this fraction, the square root of a fraction. I want to make it into a fraction of 2 square roots. So I'm going to have the square root of 2 on the top, and I'm going to have the square root of 5x in the denominator. Now, bear with me as we go through the first part of it, because I'll explain why we do it here in just a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to take that denominator and we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the denominator. Okay, so let's multiply and see what we get. It'll kind of explain why we do it that way. So when we multiply underneath. So I get the square root of 5 times 5 is 25. And then I get x times x, which is x to the second. Or I'm going to write that as x times x so we can see it real good. Go ahead and multiply the top now. Square root of 2 times square root of 5x. That gives me square root of 10x. Now look at your denominator. You've got a pair of x's. And then also we know the square root of 25. That's 5. So I've got the square root of 10x on top. And I've got 5x in the denominator. The reason we do this is because the whole goal is to get the square root out of the denominator. So you'll notice we don't have a square root there anymore. It is gone. And the reason we do that is because we created what we would call a perfect square in the denominator that forces us to take the square root and then it disappears.